What do you want?
What's your opinion of the Legion?
Aside from their fanatical misogyny, I kind of respect them. Caesar provides real security in a chaotic, fucked up world. I've accompanied caravans through Legion territory, and I've never felt safer. Sure, I get some dirty looks, but otherwise it was fine. The old highway from Kingman to Flagstaff is the safest stretch of road you can find in this continent. Believe me, I've seen a lot of it.
Well, if you like the Legion so much, why don't you go join them? Oh wait, I'm sorry, you can't because you have tits. What's your opinion of the war between the NCR and Legion?
I think it's bad for business. Manpower is an expensive commodity. I hate to see it wasted so much. I just want a clear winner, really. The stalemating and ongoing attrition is destabilizing the entire region, to nobody's benefit.
Yeah, things would be a lot more stable if someone would just roll over and die already.
Yeah, this whole World War II thing is really a bummer. I just wish the Nazis would win already.
What brings you to the Novak?
It's the beautiful scenery and fine cuisine. Not to mention the handsome men, like Doc Friday, for example. No, I'm looking for work. There are always contracts for caravans between Novak and the 188 trading post, so I'm where I need to be.
By the way, do you know anything about Marco? His name has come up a lot recently.
Her head just explodes.
He's some kind of legendary killer from the plains. I hear he enslaved an entire town and then burned it to the ground.
What would be the point of that?
He's just taking a salt the ground mentality so they can't grow any more slaves there. Hey, what do we got today?
Swift and silent.
Shut up, I'm just trying to read it. You don't have to crouch.
The NCR is offering a bounty of 250 caps for capture by Bloody Brad Jamison. He is wanted for robbery and other felonies. Last sighted near Harper's Shack. Armed and dangerous. Pursued by armed professionals. You could take him alive if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Cool, let's try and take him alive.
Yeah. Bradley Jamison, also known as Bloody Brad. Date of birth, Charlie. Jurisdiction, Boulder City. Allegiance, independent outlaw. Heads the Jamison gang.
It's really weird that these people were all born in the year Charlie.
Yes, it's crazy coincidence. Armed robbery. That's all the charges. There's just a lot of it, I'm sure. And a little bit of murder. Gotta have
3 counts, 5 counts.
Yep. Gotta have a little bit of murder. And they want him alive if you can. Jamison earned the unflattering moniker in past years due to a tendency to murder merchants and guards even after they've surrendered. What a dick. In order to prevent any testimony by survivors. He's reputed to be a twitchy hothead, apt to fall into a blind rage over the slightest offense, leading to frequent arguments and brawls with his own men. One former associate, Fat Charlie Wilkinson, recently stole a shipment of Legion gold.
What?
And is believed to have the loot in an undisclosed location. To complicate the matter, both Brad Jamison and John Dunn are now actively pursuing the gold, and Fat Charlie recently disappeared. Foul play is suspected. Okay, there's Legion gold involved. Okay. Jamison is well armed and prone to fight with little provocation. However, the loyalty and efficacy of his men is doubtful, since Jamison has killed or run off most of his cable companions over the years, so yeah, you could probably take that and use that to your advantage.
This page intentionally left blank. So there was the Sten gun, which was like the British one, and then there was an Australian one, which was the Owen submachine gun, I believe?
The Emu Slayer.
The Owen gun is real weird.
How so?
So you know how you thought it was weird the magazine sticks out of this one?
Does the magazine stick straight out the top of it?
You got it!
Come on, I was joking! You're serious!
Yes, the Owen gun has the magazine sticking straight out of the top.
You're sure you're not making an Australian joke about how the magazine is upside down?
The Kaisar has marked you for death, and the Legion obeys.
Yeah, okay,
Ready yourself
sure.
for battle. You like that?
By the way,
He's just gonna stand there.
Retribution.
Retribution, indeed.
Retribution. Yes, the magazine sticks straight out of the top, and no, it is not an Australian joke. There's actually a good reason for doing that. A lot of...
Because the gravity flows up?
The reason for doing that is because you don't have to have a super strong magazine spring. Because gravity actually aids in feeding the rounds.
Then why don't they all do that?
Because it means you have to have your sights offset to the side of it.
Oh,
which
yes.
is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound stupid that way.
You're stupid. Shut up. You don't know.
I'm not the one putting a magazine in my line of sight so I can't see. What if you put crosshairs in the bottom of the magazine? So you could just use it. You'd have to recite it every time you had to reload.
You joke about that, but there's actually a couple pistols that literally just have crosshairs painted on the back of the gun, and you're just supposed to put the back of the pistol on top of the center of the target and hope that you're gonna hit it. What is this bullshit?
It looks like some geckos.
Whoa! Those were a couple rounds that skipped real close there. Did you see that?
Yeah. I thought maybe we could take you alive, but I guess not. Come on. Okay then. Oh, you're just vipers. You're just... You're nobodies!
The fuck is this thing?
You're not familiar with it?
No!
Probably because they made it at home. It's some bathtub moonshine kind of gun.
God, yeah, it looks like it was made at home. Well, except the front sight and rear sight actually look usable. And there's actually some really nice knurling on the back of that end cap.
Knurling?
Knurling. Knurling's fun and expensive. So this is a very expensive homemade submachine gun.
As you approach the shack, you discern the sound of several men engaged in an intense argument. After listening for a few tense seconds, you hear one man shout,
I'm telling you, you are more of a Samantha, and I'm more of a whatever that other girl's name was, because I didn't actually watch that much of Sex in the City.
It's Lexi, and I'm not talking about that. Where's the Legion Gold? We want our cut, god damn it! Everybody freeze, stop shooting each other right now!
Ah, some bitch. Tell him that he's more of a Samantha.
Well, so much for taking him alive.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't gonna happen.
What was that about gold?
Gold.
Fat Charlie told me one word about where the Legion Gold is stashed. Scavenge. I don't know what that lard ass was thinking of, because that doesn't tell me shit about where he stashed that gold. For 6 hours, I worked that bastard, cutting his skin, stabbing his balls with an ice pick. He didn't say anything until I put his head in a workbench vise and squeezed out an eyeball. Then he was talking and screaming. Jesse and I failed to notice that Charlie had been bleeding out. He had managed to cut his wrist while we were working the vise, and he died before we get the information we wanted. It's probably Charlie's private little joke on us while he was in his death throes.
You changed your voice again.
Whatever. Regardless, you better pull your shit together, because you haven't made a score in a few weeks, and the boys are apt to get reckless if you don't get some income. On top of all that, the Legion is bound to be sending men after that lost shipment, and word has it that some regulators have drifted in and are on the prowl. Oh, and just to make things interesting, that bounty hunter for Mandel and Associates, yeah, he's now taking on work for the NCR, which means you'll inevitably get in his crosshairs. Or was it a her? No one can really tell. That sexually ambiguous character he is, or she.
I'm sexually ambiguous?
If you find that stash, Fisk is gonna set you up for life, guaranteed. He's got the damn key, all he needs is the location, and we get paid. Why do we even need Legion Gold? We've already got Enclave Gold.
We have so much gold!
But you could be the dragon on top of a pile of guns and gold.
Ooh, I do like the sound of being a Oh, there's an eyeball sticking out of a wall there.
Is that the eyeball that popped out while there was no vice?
Maybe it is.
Hold it right there. We've been staking out this place for 2 days, just waiting for Jamison and his crew to step out so we can ambush them.
Uh-huh.
Then our little bounty hunter comes strolling right in as the gang commences to kill each other. Pretty fucking amazing luck, if you ask me.
I am pretty amazing.
But I don't give 2 shits about that bounty. Jamison had information on a stash of gold. I want it now.
Who are you?
The name's Pullman. I'm a regulator. As the name would suggest, me and my crew are here to regulate the Mojave. It's a lawless place, brimming with miscreants and dregs, so there's no shortage of work for us.
We were just here for the bounty. We weren't even here for the bounty. We were just prospecting, because we're prospectors.
Bullshit. Boys, show this bounty hunter what happens to liars.
Do you give them treats?
Hey!
Oh, no, they don't, apparently! Where you going? Hey, didn't you want to kill us, right?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to show us who was boss.
Where you going?
God, this thing sucks.
We could have probably reasoned things out. But he didn't want to do it that way.
No, well, I mean, you did kind of lie to him and tell him that we were prospectors.
I know, I was making a joke, and he's not a very humorous sort of dude, apparently.
No, apparently not. Oh, I was using pulse slugs. No wonder I was barely doing anything. Hey.
What can I do for you, young man?
Give me money.
Okay, what's the bounty?
No bounty, I just want money.
We killed Brad Jamison.
Ah, so you bagged old Bloody Brad, did ya?
I mean, kind of.
I don't know who gave him that damn moniker. He probably gave it to himself. He ran a tight crew for years, but I heard he's been slipping lately. Rumor also has it that he knew about some stash of Legion gold. That's just a scuttlebutt, though. If the Legion loses anything, they're usually on it like white on rice. Anyway, here's the reward. Good work.
What about white on brown rice? Because there's no white on brown rice, it's brown.
That's right, Bloody Brad is now Bloodied Brad.
Yeah, desk fan. He didn't like that. All right, well, let's check out that platform, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna collect some more gold.
You got nothing. Jesus, Russell. All right, where's that scavenging platform?
In the middle of the lake for the 50th time!
All right, let's take a look. It's op time! Got him.
That was the one.
Was there only one?
He was the, like, lurk hermit.
Excuse me.
I'm curious.
Howdy.
Go for a swim smoke, are we?
You got anything to trade out here in the lake?
Later.
Later.
Have fun.
What a dork. The golden egg. Ow. Man, I feel like there's nothing here.
Well, kind of shooting for the moon with this one, yeah.
Maybe it's in the lake floor.
Well, that would be silly. Nope, just dead lake lurks.
Well, there's that lake lurk I shot.
No, it is quite lovely down here. Also, you can't breathe, because, no oxygen.
Ah!
You can't scream. You're just popping stim packs while you're underwater. So, come here.
Oh, wait, what's this?
You found the gold?
I found the gold. It's down there. I'm pretty sure, anyway. It was a locker.
Why didn't you bring it up with you, then?
Well, because it's locked.
So we need the key from that fist guy, yeah?
I think so.
Well, it was worth a shot. We'll come back once we've gotten the key, or improved our underwater lockpicking ability.
One or the other.
Yeah, it is slowly sinking. Sink faster, come on, damn it.
Come on, get to the bottom of the ocean.
Why do you care so much?
Get down here. Ah!